Sorry about that, Israel. We're at 34. He say, so you shall be driven mad because of the sight which your eyes see. 35. The king will strike you in the knees and in the legs with severe boils, which cannot be healed, and from the sole of your foot and to the top of your head. 36. The king will bring you and the king whom you set over you to a nation which neither you nor your fathers have known, and there you shall serve other gods, wood and stone. 37. And you shall become an astonishment. He said, and you shall become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all the nations, where the king will drive you. 38. You shall carry much seed out of the field, but gather little in, for the locust shall consume it. 39. You shall plant vineyards and tend them, but you shall neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them. 40. You shall have olive trees throughout all your territory, but you shall not anoint yourself with the oil, for your olives shall drop off. 41. You shall begot sons and daughters, but they shall not be yours, for they shall go into captivity. See there? They shall go into captivity. 42. Locusts shall consume all your trees and all the produce of your land. 43. He said, the alien who is among you shall rise higher and higher above you, and you shall come down lower and lower. Hold on, let's read that again. He says, the alien who is among you shall rise higher and higher above you, and you shall come down lower and lower. All right, 44, he says, you shall lend to, but you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. 45. Moreover, all the curses shall come upon you and pursue and overtake you until you are destroyed, because you did not obey the voice of the king, your Elohim, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he had commanded you. See there? 46, he say, and they shall come upon you for a sign and a wonder, and on your descendants forever. He say 47, he says, because you did not serve the king your Elohim with joy and gladness of heart for the abundance of everything. 48, he says, therefore you shall serve your enemies, whom Yah will send against you in hunger and thirst and nakedness and in need of everything. And he will put the yoke of iron on your neck until he has destroyed you. See there? 49. The king will bring a nation against you from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies, a nation whose language will not a nation whose language you will not understand. That's because we spoke Hebrew, people. We didn't understand Greek and English. All right. 50. He say a nation of fierce conscience, which does not respect the elderly nor show favor to the young. Say 51. He say, and they shall eat the increase of your livestock and the produce of your land until you are destroyed. They shall not leave you gain or new wine or oil, or the increase of your cattle, or the offspring of your flocks, until they have destroyed you. 52. He says, they shall besiege you at all your gates until your high and fortified walls in which you trust come down throughout all your land, and they shall besiege you at all your gates throughout all your land, which the Most High, your Elohim, has given you. 53 says, you shall eat the fruit of your own body, the flesh of your sons and or daughters, whom the king your Elohim has given you, and in the siege and desperate straits in which your enemy shall distress you. 54, he say, the sensitive and very refined man among you will be hostile toward his brother, toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the rest of his children, whom he leaves behind. 55 he say, so that he will not give any of them the flesh of his children whom he will eat, because he has nothing left in the siege and desperate straits in which your enemy shall distress you at all your gates. 56 he say, the tender and delicate woman among you who will not venture to set the sole of her foot on the ground because of the delicateness and sensitivity which refused to the husband of her bosom, to her son and her daughter. 57. Her placenta which comes out and from between her feet, her children whom she bears, for she will eat them secretly for lack of everything in the siege and desperate straits in which your enemy shall distress you at all your gates. 58. If you do not carefully observe all the words of the law that that are written in this book, that you may fear this glorious and awesome name, the King, your Elohim, Yah. 59. Then the king will bring upon you and your descendant extraordinary plagues, great and prolonged plagues, and serious and prolonged sicknesses. 60. Moreover, he will bring back on you all the distresses of Egypt, of which you were afraid, and shall cling to you. All right. And I'm gonna stop this video right here. I'm gonna do a part 5, because this is like a part 5 right here so far. All right. Shalom.